This is episode 31 on the Live Blissed Out podcast. Want to learn about essential oils? We'll talk about that. Did you know that essential oils aren't even oils? The term can be a bit misleading since actual animal and vegetable oils contain fatty acids and essential oils do not. Hello, action takers. Welcome to Live Blissed Out, a podcast where I have authentic conversations with business owners and subject matter experts to help us get the scoop, the 411, and the lowdown on a variety of topics. Tired of hesitating or making decisions without having the big picture? Want to be in the know? Then this is the place to go. I'm your host, Marissa Houston, helping achieve bliss through awareness and action. Thanks for joining me. The information, opinions, and recommendations presented in this podcast are for general information only, and any reliance on the information provided in this podcast is done at your own risk. This podcast should not be considered professional advice. Before we jump into today's episode, I'd like to tell you about Crowdcast. Whether you're a business, maker, or coach, Crowdcast is the simplest way to connect with your community over live video with webinars, Q&As, live courses, or summits. It's designed to be as quick and painless as possible with easy setup, a single URL, and no required downloads. The interactive Q&A, chat, and polls feature create real conversations. Connect through HD streaming with no delay, invite attendees on screen, and broadcast to platforms like Facebook Live and YouTube Live. You can track performances with advanced analytics, communication with in-app emails, and connect to over 500 of your favorite tools with Zapier. It even integrates with Patreon. Start your limited 14-day free trial with 10 live attendees and 30-minute sessions with all business features included. Just follow the link in the show notes to let Crowdcast know I sent you and help support the show. With Crowdcast, your stage is ready. My guest is Diane Beede, a doTERRA wellness advocate. She's a native of Colorado and married with 2 adult children. She is currently a nurse and has been for 32 years. It is in her nature to take care of people. About 10 years ago, her son faced some health challenges and had some complications that despite many tests could not be helped or explained by traditional methods. Because she could not do anything to help him, her level of frustration and sorrow as a nurse and as a mom was off the scale. Her heart hurt so bad. Then, about 6 years ago, her daughter faced some of the same issues but refused to go down the same path as her son. That is when she was introduced to doTERRA, and it has changed their lives in so many ways. As a family, they have experienced so many benefits from the oils that she can't help but share these powerful and effective oils. For more information, visit doTERRA.com. Hey, Diane, it's so great to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much, Marissa. It is fantastic to be here, to be able to share.
I'm really looking forward to talking to you about essential oils because I know for a fact that there's a lot of confusion out there. And the reason I know that is because I'm confused. I hear a lot about how to use it in many different ways. And I hear about the different types of essential oils in terms of not just brands, but also the kinds of oils that are out there in different ways that we can use them. And I'll be honest with you, I am clueless. It is so confusing as to which ones I should even consider and why. So what I'd like to do is start with the very first question, which I think many people, including myself, would want answered. And that is, what are essential oils and why do we use them?
I totally understand your confusion. You can get them anywhere, but they are not all created equally. First of all, let's talk about the natural approach to healthcare using essential oils. Essential oils do address the body's needs and root causes. They're extracted from plants, and really essential oils are what plants produce to protect themselves against threats from the environment. They work with the body to address the root causes at a cellular level. So it's safe and there's benefits without side effects.
Assuming you use them appropriately.
Yes, and we'll go over that very soon too.
So I know that one of the essential oil brands and the one that you use is called doTERRA.
Yes.
What makes doTERRA different from other brands?
There are different grades of essential oils. First of all, we have synthetic oils. That's your store-bought fragrances. They smell really good. They're in perfumes. No benefit other than the nice smell. Then we have food-grade essential oils. That's your lemon flavorings and cake and candy, peppermint. Then we have therapeutic grade that are a step above. And then we have doTERRA, which is certified pure therapeutic grade oils. doTERRA really is a science company. When it comes down to it, the effectiveness of essential oils depends on their chemistry, which essential oils have different properties to them. And doTERRA tests those many, many times over. We have third-party testing. We make sure they're free of fillers and contaminants. The plants that we get our essential oils from come from around the world where that plant grows indigenous. So you're going to get the best quality of that oil. doTERRA hires botanists to go and teach people worldwide how to care for their plants and get the most out of their essential oils. We practice what we call co-impact sourcing. So we have agreements with the majority of our growers, and that number is growing all the time, meaning that they produce essential oils only for doTERRA. So doTERRA sends out their support people to help them get the best oils. And we pay them throughout the year, so it improves their quality of life too. And we're actually bringing people into great working conditions to work and receive income for their family. At the same time, producing wonderful, beautiful essential oils. doTERRA actually means gift of the earth. They truly, truly are. A drop of peppermint oil of doTERRA equals the amount of peppermint in 28 cups of peppermint tea. These essential oils are 50 to 70 times more potent than the herbs. And what that translates into is you use very little of them, but they're also highly effective because they're lipophilic and our body can recognize them and knows what to do with them. Also, molecules in the oils are small enough to permeate the cell wall and help our bodies with whatever they're dealing with. The only thing that can truly heal the body is the body itself. So these oils come and support our body's systems to help the body fight whatever it's fighting.
We know that essential oils have been around for a while. This isn't new necessarily. However, I know that growing up, I never heard of it. I mean, the closest thing I'd ever heard of essential oils was when you go to a spa and there's like what they used to call aromatherapy, which we still have today. But I think what makes it confusing, at least for me, is when I walk around now to a lot of different stores, there's always essential oils around in many of them, but there are different ways that they can be applied. So for example, there's the infusion. Sometimes they tell us we can wear a bracelet and put them on there. In some instances, they say that they're great to mix in homemade ingredients for cleaning so that you can disinfect or do different things at home. And then in some cases, they tell us it can also be food grade and can be put in certain things. And honestly, I don't know what to believe. I don't know what's right or wrong. I just don't understand why I would choose one method or the other. So would you kindly share with us how are essential oils used and how do we decide what the best way to use it is for our individual needs?
First, I want to say that doTERRA rejects 75% of the oils they get. And doTERRA is very involved in research and they're used in hospitals throughout the nation. So to get that grade, they have to be consistent. Again, it comes down to chemistry. You've got to make sure that that oil's pure and it's consistent over time with what is in that oil. Given that, there are 3 different main ways to use essential oils. The first is aromatic that you mentioned, and the number one way of doing it aromatic is using a diffuser. That hits the most people, and you'll find diffusers even at the grocery store now. And some of them use a felt pad, some use the oil with distilled water. Doesn't matter how you use them. Diffusing is effective on the most people because you can do a room. It's going to affect everybody in that room. So you can use it for stress management, to lighten up the mood, to purify the air, depending on the oil you use to diffuse. Because you can't always have a room diffuser, you can use the necklaces, the bracelets, and drop the oil on them. And when you're at work feeling, oh my goodness, overwhelmed, go ahead and take a sniff, your favorite oil, and then you can start to calm down. So it's a portable way to carry it. Some oils help you stay alert in that time of the afternoon that you feel kind of the slump in the energy. It can pick you up a little bit. Second way of using essential oils is topically. So you can put them directly on the skin. When you can put an oil on your skin directly, that's called a neat application. You can put it on your wrist. Your feet are fantastic for putting out essential oils on because of the reflexology. It can reach all areas of your body. So you can roll it on your feet. Some oils, however, are what they call hot, which if you put on your skin neat or straight from the bottle, it'll burn. So you dilute them in a carrier oil. So fractionated coconut oil, a good jojoba oil, basically the oil of your choice. And that not only drives the oil in deeper into your skin, but it won't burn you then. You can also use the carrier oil with neat oils and reduce sensitivity to it. So there are some safety points you have to pay attention to. Like citrus oils on your skin can make your skin sensitive to sunlight. You don't want to put them on areas of your skin that are exposed to sunlight. You're prone to burning then. And the last way of using essential oils is internal. So you can put lemon in your water and it helps support your digestive system. It can pick up your mood. It makes the water taste great. Lemon, grapefruit, tangerine, fantastic. Now, doTERRA is pure oil. The chemistry is proven. They're safe to take internally. I have been taking them internally for 6 years.
Now, to your point, what matters or what we should always think about when we do anything is do the research, check the information, make sure that you're following the guidelines of the company so that you are using it appropriately. Because again, it can be quote unquote safe if it's used the right way, but anything that is abused and misused is not safe, correct?
Correct. And most of the oils that you buy in stores will say do not ingest. When you get an oil from doTERRA, if it says essential oil supplement, it means it can be taken internally. If it says essential oil blend, it means you use it topically or aromatically.
And when you see that information in the bottle, does it also tell you what the appropriate dosage is?
It does not. When you sign up for doTERRA, there is a lot of education. You always start out using less instead of more. So 1 drop goes a long way. So 1 drop in your water. And then we give out guidelines because you can make roller balls to use topically. And we give recipes for that.
Great. So you have educational documents that you share with your clients.
Right. So a dilution for a child is very different from an adult to make it safe. I also didn't mention cleaning, but there's so much out there now saying how many toxic chemicals are in our cleaners. So essential oils are very, very effective cleaners. To clean my counter, I use a mix of On Guard, lemon, and water and spray it on my counters. Scrub them up. It works fantastic and it makes everything smell so good. So while I'm cleaning, I'm also getting a boost to my immunity. On Guard is one of our immune boosters.
2 for 1. I like that.
doTERRA actually has a On Guard concentrate for cleaning to surfaces, showers, and it's made with On Guard. They have a whole line. They have hand wash, hand sanitizer, laundry soap. So if you don't want to make your own cleaners, they're pre-made, very easy.
Let's say you were talking to somebody like me who knows nothing about essential oils. And I approached you and I said, Diane, help me get started. Where do we start?
Well, doTERRA is wonderful in that they have put kits together. There are 10 essential oils that are the top 10 essential oils that can help you in the majority of areas. So they bundle them up and you get them actually below wholesale pricing when you buy them in the kit. doTERRA works on a membership fee and you get wholesale prices then. And then we have a frequent flyers program, if you want to call it, that if you order monthly, you can earn free oils, free shipping, and that kind of thing. So they make it very easy. The top 10 oils are lavender, lemon, peppermint, tea tree, oregano, frankincense, deep blue, breathe, digestin, on guard. And then they also include a diffuser in one of the kits.
Oh, that's great. So it makes it easy to get exactly what you need to start with and start using it.
Yes. The other thing that I offer is once you sign up, we'll place your order through doTERRA. And then once you get that order, I'll sit down with you either via phone or Zoom or come to your house. And we're going to go through each oil and tell you how to use it so you can get the most out of what you buy. The last thing I want to do is for you to spend money on oils and then they sit there because you don't know how to use them. They are so powerful. They make such a difference that you really just need that education to get full use out. Our team also has several Facebook pages once you sign up that are for continuing education. So we're not just going to have you sign up and then leave you. There's so much to learn. We don't know it all. We're learning all the time. So want to share that with you. And that's our way of doing it. And then, of course, you're given phone numbers for people you can call up anytime. I also want to say that doTERRA has physicians on their board from anesthesia to pediatrics to surgery, orthopedics. Again, all of this takes a lot of education, but that's what I'm here for, is to help you navigate that, find out your needs, and I can point you in the right direction. Also, my email, oilsbydiane@gmail.com. If you have questions, comments, you want to contact me that way, that's another effective way also.
Now, there may be people listening that have heard of doTERRA. Maybe they're offering doTERRA because doTERRA is a network marketing company. And so I wanted to ask you, what made doTERRA decide to be a network marketing company as one of their platforms for promoting their products? What in particular about network marketing was attractive to doTERRA to get the word out and offer their products to consumers?
The main reason is the education involved. They could not see a way to educate people on the correct usage of them if they just were available in stores. You need support and education. And as that, you're joined into a team. So you have so many people at your disposal to ask questions. Some may live closer than others, so you get together and do what we call make and takes. So like a wellness make and take, where you make several roller balls, where you add oil and carry your oil to a roller ball so you can use in the future. So it's ready. You can use oils in cooking also. So somebody on the team may have a cooking class that you're interested in going to.
I think I get what you're saying in terms of having to stay on top of all the new information. It can be daunting because there's a lot out there. And so having that community and being updated and being able to keep your customers updated is critical.
I do want to mention that doTERRA itself is an amazing resource. If you go to doTERRA.com, you can look at the science, you can look at sourcing, you can look at the research, you can get recipes. Also, doTERRA is a very transparent company. So at the bottom of each bottle of essential oil, you'll see a number. You can go to sourcetoyou.com, punch in that number, you'll find out when that oil was distilled, and you can actually see some of the tests that were done on it. They are very committed to producing a pure effective product.
Any other resources you'd like to share?
I also use several books because I don't know it all. I'll never know it all. So I'm looking up information also. So Essential Life book, you can get it on Amazon. Aromatools.com is huge for roller balls, for glass spray bottles. The thing about the citrus oils too is they need to be put in glass because they'll break down plastic. So when you make a roller ball or a spray bottle with essential oils in it, it needs to be glass so you're not inhaling or ingesting parts of plastic.
I also know that you wanted to put out a challenge. Would you share with us what that is?
Yes, if you can go to my Facebook page, which is Hope Essentials with Diane, and like it, I will send you a free sample and we can have a chat about how you want to start. You pick one thing you want to work on or one thing you want to try, and I will send out a sample and how to use it and then follow up with you.
It is definitely an option for people to just get a membership like you would a membership club and then purchase oils as needed, correct?
Absolutely.
Because that way people have choices, and I'm sure now that they have the information to reach out to you, they can ask you questions directly. I came into this conversation with you knowing nothing, and now I feel like I understand the basics of what it is and all the different options for using it, because again, there was a lot of confusion even in my mind as far as why I would choose one method or the other and what I should be looking for, and you clarified that. So thank you so much, Diane, for sharing your knowledge with us and helping make sense of all the confusion, and I hope that it helps our listeners as well.
Oh, thank you so much. It was such an honor.
That's all for this episode of Live Blissed Out. Thanks for listening, and thanks to Diane Beede for being my guest. If you find value in our show, please visit liveblисsedout.com to reach out, subscribe, and share on social media. This show is made possible through listeners like you. Thank you. So long for now, and remember to keep moving forward.